All right, I'm going to give a shout out to Martin Kemp here. He sent me a message. Hi, Control Freak. Thanks for your videos. I'm new to PLCs and I've been using an IDEC FT1A with the WinLDR version 8 software. So far, I've managed to make some great programs with it. We now using our own controllers. However, I'm having trouble creating a program for a dual water pump program that will alternate the pumps each time the first input closes. I'm also trying to make it switch to the other pump if the called pump is in a fault, overload, etc. A lesson on this would be awesome. Keep up the good work. Well, I'll try. I'm glad you're saying it's good work. Okay, I'm going to try to do this. This might wind up being 2 parts. Depends on how long I get into on this, because I'm going to start out showing you how to do some buttons that are really helpful with this kind of stuff to give you different, I guess, pathways to turn something like this off and on. And I know you're running NV3 for your FT1A touch, but I'm going to do this in NV4 just because it's a little bit easier for me to show you how to simulate it. And then maybe we'll move over, if we have to do a second video, into NV3 and actually show you the program in NV3. It'll probably run into 2 different videos. Anyways, we started NV4. It's asking us what type of HMI we have. I'm going to click next. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and click OK, get out of that, and it's going to start getting everything ready for me in the background. Okay, my first screen is going to be a base screen, screen number 1. Okay, opens everything up. Okay, now just some little trick stuff to kind of, circle back to so you understand a little more. This is your snap to grid. You can't see that. All right, hang on. Let me get all this over here in the screen where you can see it. For some reason, my big screen does not show up in this video editor too well. Okay, now you can see it. Okay, these buttons down here, this is your snap to grid. You can turn it on, you can turn it off. This is your grid size. Grid size, I want to go 40, tab, 40. Enter. See how it changes the grid size over here? Okay, let's go back to 20. I kind of like it 20. All right. This is a preview of your screen, what it's going to look like. We'll show that here again in a minute too. Okay, we're going to run into a problem here in a minute, and I'm going to show you how to fix that also, and maybe it'll help you remember some stuff about communications. All right, well, I'm going to show you some buttons. So let's go up here and we'll just pick a bit button. I'm going to draw it up here anywhere. Okay. If I like the size of it, we can change that later. I know I don't like the way it looks, just a big green square there. So I'm going to double click on it. Okay, we're going to start out with the first kind of button just to kind of show you what's going on. All right, destination address. All right, I'm going to talk to my PLC with this button, not with my micro I. LM is local memory. I want to go to a memory bit outside of the HMI, which is going to be in my external device 0, my first PLC. So I'm going to click that. Okay, right off the bat, device type, unallocated tag names. What that's telling you is you have not set up any kind of communication to any kind of device outside of this HMI yet, so it does not know what addresses or what to talk to. So I'm going to go, okay. It ain't gonna let me do nothing. Okay, it's telling me it's bad. So let's cancel. Let's go back up here to configuration. And like I say, this is a little walk through the mall again. Communication interface. I'm gonna do Ethernet. My default IP address is here. You can change that if you want. First protocol. Okay, I'm gonna come over here. External device communication 1. That's my first PLC on my network I want to talk to. Okay, communication driver, external device communication 1, which is the same as what we have right here. Okay, manufacturer, this is the manufacturer of the PLC. Communication driver, this is 232.485. I want to use Ethernet. You got to make sure you change that or it will not work. Communication driver network, it's disabled. External device communication 1. So I've had to pick that in a few places already, okay? And when you click on it somewhere, it's going to pull up. It's going to give it this default IP address, which is the default IP address that is set within your PLC unless you change it. This has to match the PLC you're talking to. So you set it in your PLC as something different than your HMI. It can't be on the same 0.6 as your HMI. It will not work. It has to be on, this last number has to be different. Okay, so we're all good there anyway. So we're going to go, okay. We got our communication set up. Let's go back home here and let's double click on this again. Okay, I want to go ahead and put me a device address in here. All right, micro I, like I said, is HMI. We now want to talk to external device 0. That's going to be our PLC. Okay. I'm going to leave it at M0. That's what we're going to let it talk to. Let's go here to view. I want to change that. I don't like that ugly green square. Put it on picture. I'm going to go to browse, symbol factory. I'm going to go up here and make sure it says show basic symbols. If it doesn't say that, you're looking at the basic symbols. If it says show enhanced symbols, you're looking at the basic symbols. You need to, for a better quality HMI, make sure you're looking at the good symbols. Okay, let's pick a couple of these. I'm not going to rename them. You can here if you want. I'm going to go ahead and grab a couple because I know I need more than one. Let's kind of do it a few times so you can see how it happens. Let's get a green one. Let's get a green lit one. Okay, I want to pick this for my off. This is off, so I'm pick that. That's highlighted in blue. Don't check the box, just highlight it in blue. You go to on, browse again, check that for on. Okay, not check it, highlight it. Don't check it. Okay, this button here, we said it's a momentary. Oh no, it's set at a moment. I want to make it set. Let's go in order. Registration text. Okay, over here, when you go to registration text, you can change your text to a lot of different stuff and make it look a whole lot better if you go down here to Windows. Okay, that opens up all of this where you can change your text sizes, your fonts, and everything. So we said this was a set. Okay, I don't want that to be that 8. I think I want to go like maybe a, let's say 12. Do a bold. Okay. And I'm not going to mess with any of that stuff back there. That's stuff where you can put comments, you know, so you remember what your button's for within your program. You're messing with on delay, so you don't want to turn something on for a few milliseconds or something. Trigger conditions to pull it up. Get into that fancy stuff. You can probably play with it, figure that out on your own. This is your text color down here. If you want your name to change, we'll show you in one of the other buttons. You can set state by text, or set by state. I'm sorry. We'll show that in another one though. Okay, anyway, we're gonna click OK. All right, that's a little big for what I like. So let's see what we have here. View. This is your size down here, 122. Let's go 100 by 100. Okay. All right, so we have one for set. I'm gonna click on it, copy, paste. This will save you a lot of time. Copy and paste. And it holds on to it, so you can just keep on pasting it right on across. Okay, this is not snapping to grid. If you'll notice that I had that off. Let me show you the difference. Snap it to grid, it helps you better with alignment. Oop, that's a little too far that way. Let's go back over here with this one this way. We'll get 2 between them. You see how that helps you with alignment when you have it snapped to grid? Just to show you I had it off and it was kind of crooked. Not a whole lot, but kind of. Okay, let's go to this first one. We're going to leave all these looking at M0 too, just so we can see what they're doing. But I'm going to change them. This one's going to be a reset. Let's go to registration text, and we're going to call it RST, which is what you type in for reset on your PLC. Okay, this one right here, let's make it momentary. Registration text, we're going to call it MOM. And remember, it's a poor old mom. Okay, and this one right here, We're at alternate. This one right here, we're registration text. We're going to put it as off, set by state, on. I may be ass backwards in those. We'll see though. Anyways, in this one right here, we're going to call it toggle. We'll call it TOG. Okay. Let's save, and I'm going to show you how this stuff works right here. We'll save as that. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. All right, we're going to go to online. I'll show you how to simulate and see what's going on with it. Simulator coming up. This is for your HMI. Okay, go up here to custom. This is the one I always use. When total number of words are visible on the data box, 64 of the value express, blah, blah, blah. Oh, there's an asterisk. That's just something. You can read it if you want. All right, come right here to this box. Double click it. Don't look like an open box, but it is. You're going to open it up. Remember, we're looking at external device 0, memory bit 0. Click OK. All right, device values 0. Okay, so I'm going to show you what set does. You push it, see it turns that value to 1. That's just a binary bit, memory bit 0. It went from off to on, from false to true. Okay, you push set again, it's not doing anything. It's not going to turn it off on there. It's just like a PLC program set and a reset. All right, reset goes to 0. I can push reset all I want. It's not going to do anything else. So set, reset. That's 2 buttons you can have to turn something. You can have it say on and off. I just put set and reset for the command that it does. All right, a momentary, it's just like it says. I hold the button down, it goes to 1. When I let go of the button, it goes back to 0. When I hold the button down, it's 1, goes back to 0. Okay, this is the one that was the alternate. You'll notice, see, when I turn it on, it's on. When I turn it off, it goes back to 0. On goes true or on. Off goes back to 0 or off. Toggle is going to look like a momentary, but it's not. It's going to actually toggle this number down here. So when you push it once, it's going to go on to 1 to high. You'll have engineers call it all kinds of crazy stuff. It's off and on, in my opinion. Anyway, that's a different story. So toggle again, goes back to 0. Toggle on, toggle off. Okay, I hope that's kind of easy to get on that part. Oh, you're running at minute time. We're at 13 minutes already. Okay, let me get in the multi-button real quick, and I'll do another video over the pumps for you there. That way I'll keep my promise of doing your pumps. But first, let's go ahead and do this multi-button. I'm kind of trying to show you some different alternatives to your buttons you can use in your PLC program that could actually do different things. So let's go back up here to button. I'm going to show you what a multi-button does. These are kind of handy too. This is kind of like a button that can turn off multiple bits or turn them on or set them, reset them. It can bump them with a momentary or whatever whatever you want. They're pretty configurable. That's why I like them. You can turn on a lot of stuff and manipulate a lot of different things at one time with one button. So I got that from here, multi-button, okay. We'll double click on it. Go to registration text. We're going to call this multi. Multi 0. I'm going to make this one turn on bit 0. Okay. Now here's where we're going to get into the command of it. This is a chart you use to turn stuff back and on and off. Here's where you can change it to momentary or alternate. Remember how the alternate worked up here? You can make this work the same way if you want to use a different kind of function down here. We're going to leave it at momentary. All right, I'm going to leave it at bit right. You can play with this. You can make it write words. You can go to screens, all kinds of stuff if you want down here. We're going to leave it at bit right and start with the basics. All right, I want to add a function. That's what this is. This adds a function. Okay, my action mode, this bit command button is bit command 1. I want it to set. Okay, setting M0 in external device. That's what I want to do. Set that one. Okay, it's going to write 1 to it. I'm going to click OK. Now this bit command is going to set M0. I want to add another function in there. I want this one to reset. We're going to use M1. Okay, so now I've got 2 different bits. This button is manipulating 2 bits here, and you can go on and on down here. You can do memory bits. You can do all kinds of stuff with it. Okay, let's go. Already did multi-button 1. Okay, multi-button 0. All right, I'm gonna copy and paste this also, and we'll change some stuff in it real quick, and I'll show you what they'll do. Then we'll stop this video, and I will start another one because we're getting close to 15 minutes, if not already. Oh yeah, we're over 15 minutes. And I was told that people on YouTube do not like videos over 15 minutes, so I'm trying to get them down where they're a little shorter. Okay, this is this button. I'm going to change some of this. I want to change that from a set to a reset. So I go Edit, Reset. Oh, and by the way, see, you have all your functions here. You have toggle, move. You can make it a move button to move data from one place to another. You know, I mean, all kinds of stuff. We're doing the cheesy stuff first. So we're going to change that to a reset. Okay. I want to edit that one. I want to change that one to a set. Okay. And like I said, this is just to kind of show. Oh, I didn't change my registration text. You might want to. Your text, you can put in there whatever it's working. And this is what we're going to do. It's working memory bit 0, memory bit 1. Okay, let's go save this. Online, I went confused there for a second. Simulator. Okay, let's go up here and get us a couple of monitors. I want to look at external device 0. Okay, let's turn on another one. External device 1. Okay, and you can list these on down. It'll keep going. It only looks like there's 3, but every time you add one, it's going to add another one. Okay, so you see both of these are value at 0 right now. Nothing has been turned on, right? All right, so I'm going to push this one, and you'll see M0 go to 1. Okay, see that's set M0, reset M1, which was already at 0, so it stayed at 0. Okay, now I want to turn on memory bit 1, so I'm going to push this one. All right, it in turn turned off memory bit 0 and turned on memory bit 1. That's what I'm saying. It's kind of like an interlock. If this motor's running, you don't want that motor running type thing. You know what I mean? You could have 2 different ones. You could have one said motor 1, the other one motor 2. So if motor 1's on, the other one's reset, it's not running. If motor 2's on, motor 1's reset, it's not running. I hope that kind of makes sense. I mean, you can use a lot of these buttons. There's 100 ways to skin a cat, like they say. That's one of them. Everybody has a different idea how to do stuff, and sometimes you can combine buttons like this and clean your screen up and have fewer buttons by having one button that does multiple functions. So anyway, I'm going to call that the end of this video. I hope you all have learned something from it. If you have any comments or any questions on this even, let me know and I'll do my best to answer them. And I'm glad y'all are watching. Please subscribe. Tell your friends about it. Tell your family about it. You need to get into automation because it's coming. If you're an electrician especially, you don't want to get left behind. You want to learn how to work on PLCs, and to work on them, you need to learn how to program them a little bit to kind of understand how everything, the virtual wiring works inside of them, so you know how to troubleshoot them. Anyways, I'll get gathered up, and I'll see y'all on the next video.